This episode has two theme songs. Welcome everybody to Seizure, Film Seizure. Oh, it's time to revisit the Bond series. These two jokers that I do this podcast with, Jason Oliver, Chuck Moore. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
We're going to take this show on the road. We're going to acapella Bond songs from now on.
I really want to hear Jason's acapella. I mean, I know how well he does the Monday Night Football theme, but
that's all I could think of.
Are you ready for some football? But anyway, these two jokers decided, after watching some really good movies, we want to do some schlock, and I'm like, oh, I'll bring the schlock. I'll bring the big budget schlock. And here we are. We're going to talk about the 11th Bond movie, the middle entry of Roger Moore's tenure as Bond, 1979's Moonraker. Yes, this was his fourth of seven entries that he did. And this is kind of a middle point in the entire series, because I'm just going to, so a few things here. When most people think of gadgetry, they think of the kind of crazier, like more like the crazy Bond. This is the movie. This is the movie they're thinking of, even if they haven't seen it, because Roger Moore was known for the gadgets, for betting all the women that he worked with. I mean, this guy couldn't get his dick wetter if he fell into the Amazon River.
I mean, I can't believe he didn't, have sex with Dolly at some point in this movie. It was like, geez.
Well, later. I mean, he maybe later after she landed.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so this is the women, the crazy plots, the almost like so far, this is so far away from the earlier Sean Connery days. Like we talked about From Russia with Love, you can't get more different than From Russia with Love than Moonraker. And so back last year when we did the Bond month, I urged Jason not to call me a Bond expert. I wanted to be called an aficionado.
Yes, you did.
Because there are a lot of quote unquote Bond experts who will say the only good Bond movie was Goldfinger, that the only, that anything that Roger Moore made was bad. And that
why would you devote so much time to become an expert?
That's not an expert. That's narrow-minded snob.
Well, okay.
That's not
so Bond
an
snob.
That's not an expert.
Bond snobs who call themselves expert will only say that the Sean Connery movies are worth anything, and only a few of the Sean Connery movies. But my point is that I'm in a fan community, if you will, without actually engaging with a fan community, because I hate all fan communities. I do not want to engage with any fan community.
It's so true.
They suck. They all suck. But I am in a fan community of Bond fans, and I think that at one point in time, I was supposed to hate this movie. That if I liked this movie, I wasn't a real Bond fan. That I only like the stupid Bond stuff. And to that, I say, I don't care. I unabashedly love this movie because it's so 1979 Roger Moore as James Bond. Like,
it's also very Her Majesty's Secret Service, like to the nth degree.
Kind of is.
Like the stuff that I liked about Her Majesty's Secret Service is exploitative here instead of is that the right word? Like it's just farther. It goes farther.
Well, everything is cranked up to 11. Stay tuned for next week for that.
It's almost parody a little bit.
It is. It almost is parody, but it takes itself very seriously through the important bits. Like the final act takes itself very seriously.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but it's ludicrous.
Okay. Up to a certain point, it takes itself like there is a really bad thing that's going to happen if Bond doesn't defeat it, right? Like there's this whole concept of wiping out life on Earth for a master race. That takes that stuff very seriously. There are other elements that take itself very seriously, which is immediately followed up by, Bond just has a super gondola. Don't worry about it.
I love his fucking super gondola.
Yeah.
I know. Don't worry about it. It's, oh my God. It's like comes out of nowhere. But that's not even the best part of that scene. So
no, it's not even close.
No, it's not even close to the best part of that scene. But no, like I unabashedly love this movie. Now, it's not my favorite Bond movie. In fact, I think it's ranked right in the middle of all the Bond films.
Interesting.
But I can't help but to be constantly in a good mood when Moonraker is on.
It is definitely fun. It is not good.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that it's good. I mean, but I will say that compared to, like, I can only compare Bond movies to other Bond movies. There are very few Bond movies that transcend that, like to where, okay, like Skyfall would have been would have been the best movie of 2012 for me. But Moonraker ain't comparing to whatever else came out in 1979. But like, against
this is
other
a Bond I grew up with.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, literally and in reality, these are the Bonds that I watched.
Yeah. I mean, when we were all growing up, Roger Moore was still Bond. So like, that's what was played more often than not.
And when like Pierce and Daniel Craig, I was like, this is so serious.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this? And now that I watch the Pierce Brosnan movies, I'm like, they're not that serious.
Right.
They're still goofy, but it's not this level of goofiness. Yeah, sorry.
It's a confounding movie because it really does have a very interesting villain in a way. A very eloquent
As my
villain.
favorite villain.
And honestly, it's probably the best written line in a Bond movie is in this movie, in my opinion anyway.
I've got a whole list of Drax's awesome lines.
Well, I mean, there's one that stands above them all. It's just so fucking good. But yeah, I don't know. It is fun. It's fun, but it makes no goddamn sense. And from like scene to scene, it's just inexplicable how hilarious it is. It is like the kitchen sink of Bond, right? Mm-hmm. It is kitchen sink. It is. I mean, you've got even like the Japanese stereotype villain in this movie.
Yes.
It's just like, and he actually tries to like kung fu, karate fight.
Oh my God, it's so Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. It's just
with that guy. I can't remember his name for some reason. What is his name?
Oh,
the guy that always waits for him and tries to beat him up in the later.
Yeah, Chang.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
very Chang.
I feel like this is the movie that when you make fun of James Bond movies, that you're making fun of.
This is Austin Powers. This is the basis of the high sci-fi.
Absolutely.
Crank up the sci-fi. Between this and You Only Live Twice, this is what
and in
Mike
Her
Myers
Majesty's Secret Service. Reminds me a lot of Austin Powers. It's just not as.
Yeah.
Well, that one's by far and away the most serious of those three that we just named.
That also has the more overt, like Dr. Evil, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is a movie that over the last 25 years or so, and really less than that, probably over the last 15 years or so, has been kind of reevaluated for what it is, which is, this is the 70s era of Bond turned up to 11. And it's not reevaluated quite the same way as some of the other ones that we talked about back in November, like License to Kill or Honor Majesty's Secret Service or even, The World Is Not Enough. Those have all gotten more positively looked back on. But But again, I mean, this is a movie that was, I mean, it just is unabashedly a big spectacle Bond movie. And it's one that I probably have seen more than the average if I were to add, if I were to add together all of the Bond movies and all the times I've ever watched them.
Well, this is one of those movies too that like you would want to watch with people that had never seen it. So I could see being like, come watch Moonraker with me. Like, you have to see this movie. Like, it's a Bond movie that doesn't have to be for Bond fans.
Right.
Right? Does that make sense? Like, probably some Bond fans don't like it. But
oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot that don't like it. Yeah, but yeah, this is,
it is quite a rewatchable movie. I could watch it again right now and just have it in the background, like totally.
Well, I will say that it is,
I'd go crazy, but sure.
Yeah, well, sometimes you want to go crazy.
I will say though that this is one. I think this is a very good looking Bond movie. I think it is. And it's a very well shot Bond movie. I think it's a fairly well acted Bond movie. And I think it has one of the best John Barry scores.
Isn't Shirley Bassey's song considered one of the better Bond songs too?
No, it is one of my favorite Bond songs, but it's not. Most would say Goldfinger of hers is the.
I would go Goldfinger, this, then Diamonds Are Forever. I don't like Diamonds Forever. That's the only one of her three that I don't like.
Yeah. Hal David, the guy, and this is kind of interesting, like a connection to Austin Powers. Hal David wrote the lyrics for the Moonraker song. Mm-hmm. He worked with Burt Bacharach a lot, who has a big connection to Austin Powers.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
That's great.
Yeah, Hal David was the lyricist for John Barry.
And he wrote some good songs. I thought I took notes on what they were, but he had some pretty popular songs out there that were on the radio as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, is there any other Bond movie that has a direct connection to a Lucio Fulci film?
What's the connection here?
The connection is Corinne Clary.
Oh yeah,
she was in The Devil's Honey.
Yep.
Yep.
She's the wife that is.
Did she have a saxophone played to her vagina?
No. She was.
The other one.
She's the wife
of the guy. Yeah. I would have preferred if you swapped Lois Childs with Corinne Clary. Corinne Clary is just more interesting to look at. I think a better actor.
Oh, I don't. I like Lois Childs a lot. I like to look at her a lot in this movie.
What the fuck?
Keep my eyes off of Corinne Clary in this.
What is her name? Dr. Goodhead? Like, seriously?
Dr. Goodhead, yep.
Yes.
Like, seriously? Like, that has to be.
Goodhead.
Like, come on. That is so Austin Powers.
Oh, it's also very Bond. I mean, give me a break.
You're right. But, but that, like, I couldn't believe that one when I heard it this time. I was like, what?
As soon as I heard it, she was like, wait, Dr. Goodhead? Well, she's like, that tracks.
All right.
Now, before 1995, this was the highest grossing Bond movie.
Yeah.
Wow. 210 million.
They really
that's pretty
did
good.
cash in on that sci-fi like they said they wanted to.
So there are a couple of things about that also I want to go ahead and clear the air on. It is commonly stated that this is a sort of Star Wars ripoff. And there's two reasons for that. One was that it was
after Star Wars.
Well, it came out. Yeah, it was not intended to be the 11th film. For Your Eyes Only was originally intended to be released in '79. Moonraker was going to get
Jaws ripoff because Jaws is in it. Sorry,
that was also like he was totally shoehorned into this one. Yeah.
Man.
But the actual inspiration was not Star Wars. The inspiration to release it because sci-fi was popular is due to Star Wars, and more so Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah, sure.
That was the real movie that solidified the popularity of sci-fi.
That was more
Well, yeah, and it has
directly referenced too.
Right.
Yes, with the sound of the keypad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something else. Most people think because of Star Wars, all of the 80s sci-fi came. That's not exactly true. It was really,
and I was reading
it was really
that
Close Encounters.
The Fleming novel was heavily influenced by 2001: A Space Odyssey.
That is incorrect.
Which is weird because I would have said
that is absolutely incorrect.
I would have said
that
Dr.
movie
Strangelove.
is 13 years earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Fleming died in 64.
Oh, did he do the? Really? Huh.
Yeah. But this movie. So Albert Broccoli, the producer, was inspired by Stanley Kubrick to make this movie look the way it did in the sci-fi bits.
Yeah,
so
it's Dr. Strangelove in a lot of ways.
It's Dr. Strangelove in 2001. Yeah.
And there's little 2001 nods throughout, like with the pen floating in the air and grabbing that out of zero gravity and.
Yeah, so I mean, like, there's more of a connection to 2001 and Doctor Strangelove in the movie itself because Ken Adam was the set designer for both Doctor Strangelove and Moonraker.
Okay.
Kubrick constantly wanted Adam because of his work on the Bond films.
Interesting.
So it's a little bit of an Ouroboros. Cubby Broccoli and Stanley Kubrick were well versed with one another.
He did the War Room in Dr. Strangelove.
Yes.
That's that guy. Okay.
Yep.
I remember watching the documentary on that when we covered Dr. Strangelove. Good stuff.
I mean, even the space station in space evokes the space station in 2001.
And the way things work in that, too, are very 2001.
Yeah, exactly. Centrifugal, gravity, all of that, yeah.
Even the concept of, well, we have this orchid, but we're going to keep it in this ball. Like that looks like something that would come out of a futuristic 2001.
Yeah, I mean, even some of the sort of grandiose, like classical architecture, right? Like when they go into the lab and thinking it's going to be the lab, but it's like that beautiful, like French classical, or I guess Italian classical room, right? Which to me kind of reminds me of some of the last chapter stuff of 2001.
Yeah. Huh. And also a little bit of Barry Lyndon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally.
So yeah, I mean, this movie is there's an intention here to make it look like a real movie. I mean, but we're gonna throw the entire kitchen sink at you.
Oh my god, it's so much kitchen sink. It's like 10 kitchens.
Oh yeah, I mean that's how many kitchens Hugo Drax has in his mansion in the French part of California.
Yeah, way more than 10 kitchens. Yeah. No, I love how that turns from like a matte painting into an actual location. That fucking destroyed me. How bad that looked. Oh my god.
So basically the way this movie starts is there's a also this is all sorts of space shuttle shenanigans in this because the space shuttle was new, so that is like, hey, this was Albert Broccoli doing what he does, which is, hey, there's something new. We'll ask if they would like to advertise this thing in our Bond movie.
That's actually really interesting because I was looking that up. I was like, what is the first actual space shuttle launch? It was 1981. So it was almost 2 full years after this came out.
But the prototype, the Enterprise, was in 77.
Right, but there was no manned mission.
Right, it was all on top of those airplane type things like you see at the start of this movie. So yeah, so like they're basically doing that.
They really are like right on it. Like they're right on it. Yep.
That is something that the Bond films were very well known for at that time, was Broccoli being, especially when he took over by himself with, like, remember back in The Spy Who Loved Me, all those tourists like watching the pyramid thing. He was aware that was something that went on there. It's like, we're putting it in the movie. It's like, it's gonna work out.
One of the great Bond scenes. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so there are some goons inside the space shuttle, which is on top of an airplane. They're doing tests with it. The goons turn on the shuttle and just blow up that airplane, and they
take
steal
off. They hit the thrusters. They take off, and it blows up the
model airplane.
The model airplane. Yeah, underneath it. It looks pretty good.
Hey, this was an Oscar nominee for best visual effects.
The only visual effect I think I really took umbrage with was the fucking snake.
Oh
my god.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
It was a boa constrictor.
No Stan Winston there to help out with creature effects. But the
could have threw in a couple extra $100 at that one,
right? But so M finds out, hey, somebody stole the Moonraker, and he's like, hey, Moneypenny, where's Bond at? See, is he done with the African job? And what does she say?
He's on his last leg.
Yep. As he's shoving his hand up a lady's skirt.
What does she say? She says,
if you go any higher, my ears will pop.
My ears will pop, yeah.
Mm.
I don't quite understand that metaphor, but okay.
I think that means he had his hand up there.
Her ears pop when she...
it's... Anyway.
Let's not try to describe this one.
Well, what I do want to describe is how Bond is going to be sent down in the airplane because she's a bad guy, and the pilot is essentially Lupin Louis from that old game where you had the little guy going around. He has that big Italian mustache and everything. And
it's like, it's a me.
It's a me.
So that guy is the pilot.
Yes.
And then you've got the sexy minx.
Jaws is flying the plane.
And somewhere on that fucking plane, Jaws is hiding.
He's been stashed in the overhead compartment.
Sure.
He's like the inflatable guy from Airplane.
Oh my god! I didn't notice that guy on the plane.
It's a big plane. It's a small plane.
Oh, it's a small big plane.
It's a small big plane.
Oh my god! I laughed out loud. I was like, "Where the hell did he come from?
Yeah,
where was he hiding?"
Well, he knocks Bond off because they go skydiving out the airplane, and then he throws Bond from the plane without a parachute. So apparently, Plan A to kill Bond has already been thrown out.
Yeah.
Because now he's been thrown out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now we're on Plan B. Yeah.
Which is, he doesn't have a parachute. It's like, motherfucker, this is James Bond.
It's cool. This is so cool.
It actually looks really good.
It is.
Like, it looks like, honestly, kind of like Mission Impossible.
Hell yeah.
Level. Oh, not quite. I mean, it got better, but that level, I mean, at the time, this was probably like jaw dropping. And it looked really good.
Legitimately, the guy is wearing a small parachute under the jacket. But
you can kind of tell.
But it's a small one.
But
he still has to go and catch a guy, take his backpack off of him, and then while falling at terminal velocity, put it on. And then
I would like to understand how they pulled that off, because I think a lot of that's done in the editing, because you can't catch someone at terminal velocity. That's literally.
Oh, no. But I mean, no, but like, he's still like, there is still directional falling.
I have to look at that because I think if you do torpedo yourself, you'll go faster than someone that's flat.
But if they've already reached terminal velocity, no way. Maybe they haven't reached it.
He has. Yeah. I don't know. I guess
it depends on how quickly he reaches terminal velocity. Once you hit terminal velocity, none of that shit matters.
Well, that guy's mustache was really like holding him
it's
up.
like dropping a bowling ball and a tennis ball off a building. They both land at the same time.
You would think they would both land at the same time.
Yeah,
but not if that bowling ball has a mustache that bushy.
Slows it down.
You
slows him down.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he catches up. Jaws also like, hey, I'm getting in on this. He catches up to Bond after Bond's stolen the guy's parachute, essentially killing that guy.
Oh yeah,
that's one thing that Roger Moore rarely shot people in a Bond movie.
Like with a bullet?
With a bullet. Yeah. Like he did at the end of The Spy Who Loved Me. He sent the bullet into the guy's dick. but in this, he's darting people, shooting them out of airlocks. He's dropping them from planes. He doesn't shoot many people as Bond.
Yeah.
Unlike Sean Connery, and
he throws knives back at people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jaws catches that he's going to bite him on the leg, and he hits the parachute, causing him to slip out of Jaws' reach. Jaws goes to pull his parachute and breaks it because he's just a big dumb lug. At the end of the day,
he always goes for the bite. Like you can.
But that's his whole shtick.
But you can kill him with your bare hands. You're fucking huge.
Well,
there's so many times
and he
they could have
goes in
killed
too slowly for the bite because the camera's got to make sure to catch his big old mug.
Hey, goddamn it!
And that's always his downfall. That's always his downfall.
I don't know. I think there's a little goodness in Jaws.
Well, we find that out.
Goodness.
He just needs to get laid, and he'll stop killing people.
He had to be redeemed
and joining up
for the kiddos.
Yeah.
Man, I have a lot of things to say about that later.
Oh man, we're already 30 minutes into this.
I know, and honestly, this then also I think launches the goofiest title sequence ever.
Well, Jaws tries to flap his arms to stop him from.
Killed me. He tried to fly.
He tried to fly. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to die one way or another. You try everything. Maybe today is the day humans can fly.
See, he didn't bite this guy. He tried to fly. Jason.
Yeah, see?
When they play that goofy circus music, and then you see the circus tent.
It's so good.
You're like, what?
And then he lands in it and brings the whole house down.
That's not even the best fucking weird landing in this movie either. It should be, but it's not.
Yeah, the goofy landing that goes into like the high contrast into the Bond theme is just like, really? That was the choice?
Well, I think, like you said, it's kind of parody because they're using the silhouette of him landing on whatever he lands on as the backdrop of the title card, which is hilarious.
But it's so non-serious, right? Like
it is not serious.
It's very odd for Bond in a way because generally...
Not in the Roger Moore era.
I guess not. But I mean, it seems like generally they take certain things seriously. And the title sequence is usually one of them, even though it can get like artistically weird. It's still like generally serious, and that just wow! I remembered at that moment what I was in for.
So basically, after this, Bond comes in to get. He tells Moneypenny that he was thrown out of an airplane, but she doesn't believe him.
She just laughs at him.
Yeah, it's like I'm being serious. It's like I was thrown out of an airplane. But this is where we see Jeffrey Keane, who is he has an excellent role in Taste the Blood of Dracula.
Ooh,
he was the real shitty dad to the girl that Dracula was after.
That's a killer movie, man.
Yeah, it is. But this is the second of his 6 consecutive Bond films. So he was 100% the Roger Moore supporting character. Yep. This is also the last Bernard Lee appearance as M. He died in 1981.
Oh, okay.
Before, or at least, I don't know if he had already decided to drop out of For Your Eyes Only or if he couldn't finish it or whatever. But anyway, they basically say, hey, we need you to go to Hugo Drax's place in California and figure out why his shuttle was stolen. And Bond's like, cool, free vacation to California.
Sure. I'm going to get picked up by this hot Californian babe with no bra.
and no Californian accent.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a very French accent. That's the reason why John Barry did the score for this movie was that
it's because there was
tax exile.
Corinne Clary was not going to wear a bra. Yeah, I would.
Well, that, but too. Yeah, well, fair. But no,
Chuck
he was
shakes his head.
John Barry was
never
a tax.
Get out of here.
he was a tax exile, so he had if the film wasn't being made outside of England, then he couldn't do the score for it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So anyway.
So
yeah,
just an aficionado here.
Yeah, just an aficionado.
Definitely.
So yeah, Corinne Clary flies Bond to the French portion of California to say, "Hey, take a look at Hugo Drax's house. Every stone transported one by one from Paris. That's how
Somewhere
rich this motherfucker is." Yeah. And he's like, "Well, why didn't he just buy the Eiffel Tower?" And she's like, "He tried, but they won't let him transport
his export permit."
Okay, so yeah, I mean,
it's funny, but it's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's Hugo Drax. He's got a flair for things. So Bond comes in to Hugo Drax's place, and one thing I wish had continued for the rest of the movie was every time Bond and Drax share a scene together and they walk in the frame together, Drax introduces him to two different women.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He does it the first time here, these two like countesses or whatever, and then he does it again the next time they enter into a shot together on the shooting range. I would like for you to meet so and so and so. So it's like, oh my God, keep doing this.
I would argue it happens sort of again after the snake scene.
Except for this time, they threw all the girls in.
All
it's
of
like,
them were there.
We're good for the end of the movie. Yeah. It's like we'll run into each other four more times.
It was a little bit like a little something for everyone, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
It sure was.
Yeah.
Sure was.
As long as you were a straight male, but yeah, or a non-straight woman.
Yeah.
Chuck. I don't know if Chuck will ever talk again.
I'm staying out of this conversation.
Yeah. So yeah, and so basically, Drax thinks the Bond is there to give an official apology from the British government, and Bond's like, "No, I'm here to figure out what the fuck is going on here." It's like, why did somebody steal your shuttle?
I have a question, real quick. I'm sorry. Is this the first time he's met Drax?
Yes. And they are immediately hateful of each other, and I love it.
It felt like there was history that I did not know.
I think Bond is just like, fuck billionaires.
Bond just has a sense of things. He's always the one who kind of lets the audience know, yeah, stink on this.
Sure,
yeah.
but there's like no illusions here. There's not even like he's not even doing any of his diplomatic Bond stuff.
No. Bond, I mean, Drax is just a villain.
He's like, I know you're a villain, and we're just gonna go with it.
And this is
found him on the first trip.
Yeah. So Bond exits the room with Corinne Clary again, and this is the first great Drax quote. "Look after Mr. Bond, see that some harm comes to him."
Yeah, that's a good one.
And so like right out of the gate, this guy is a fucking villain. And so Bond is taken to meet Dr. Goodhead, which he assumes is a man, turns out is a hot lady. And he's like, "Oh,
call me Dr. Goodhead."
Did you just say?
I said, they're going to call me Dr. Goodhead.
It sounded like you said Keyhood. I'm like, well, I like it nonetheless.
Anyway, nonetheless.
That is a motley crew in there.
Yes. And she says, "Hey, you want to try this centrifugal force thing that all the astronauts go onto?" And Bond's like, "Well, I'm dressed for it in my sport coat and slacks." And she's like, "All right, get in. There's a little thingy thing. There's a little button here. Hit the button if you can't handle it anymore."
Chicken switch.
Yes.
Taco.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's called the chicken switch.
I know.
And he says it's a taco. It's a chicken taco.
Okay,
Anyway.
just a little bit of information here. The normal human can tolerate like 4 to 6 Gs.
Yes.
Fighter pilots up to 9 Gs with training. Just a little bit to know going into this because Bond goes well above that.
But he's not an average.
Can I just I gotta say,
what does he go to? What does he go to?
At least 11, I think, 12 or 13.
Well, I think it goes beyond 11, yeah.
Yes. So the dude that was
Chang.
directed to give him harm. Oh, he's Chang in this. So
Yes,
okay.
he's Chang in this.
I was trying to remember his name from the.
Oh, you're talking about Odd Job.
No, from the Pink Panther movies.
Oh,
he's
Kato.
not that, it's not
Kato,
that same
thank
actor,
you.
but yeah.
No, I know, but it's the same
Yeah.
character.
Right.
Except for
'cause
Kato is kind of
he shows up
trans.
to fight.
Yes. Sorry,
He
derailment
shows
there.
up to do him harm.
But Chang shows up and he switches some chords, which everybody in this movie knows how things operate, sight unseen.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
don't worry about
I'm
it.
sure
Everyone-
space shuttles are
Bond
easy
knows
to drive.
every button on the fucking space station, like he fucking designed
And
the
Chang
thing.
just whispers in that dude's ear. He's like, just get the fuck out of this.
Yeah, get out of here. I'm gonna fucking spin this motherfucker. So anyways,
Some wires.
Bond is using the chicken switch and he can't act it. So his life flashes before his eyes, and what he sees is a painting of a man on a horse, and then Q.
Yes,
That's his
because
life
Q.
flashing
Yes.
before his eyes.
Yes,
It fucking killed me. I'm
Yep.
like, what? Why isn't it the fucking 78 women he's had sex with last week?
last week I was gonna say only 70.
I know I went low on accident.
Oh,
But
it's
he
funny.
Q gave him a little dart in his little watch band, and if he flicks his hand a certain way, it's like Spider-Man. It shoots out,
Right.
and that's how a little poison dart stops the thing.
Well,
He actually shoots the guy?
No, he shoots the machine.
no, he
I
shoots
didn't
the
even
machine.
realize that.
No,
You were
I think
laughing
I was
too hard.
laughing so hard.
He
that I
had two
didn't
types of
realize-
darts. He has two types of darts. He has an armor-piercing dart and a cyanide dart. He's got like 5 of each. Yeah, and he uses
that's
one of
good.
the armor-piercing darts to blow up the control panel, which fucks up all the hydraulics.
I
guess.
thought the machine just blew up because it was going so fast. So that makes so much better sense to me now.
Yeah.
But still, so it's not his life flashing before his
It's
eyes.
a
It's him
horse's ass.
remembering.
Yes,
But it's
the
so
horse's
funny.
ass.
Yeah. So good.
You know what, Chuck? We're gonna go with your version. It's fine.
I like.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. So yeah, he comes out and like Holly Goodhead. And by the way, her first name's Holly. She comes over and it's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "You suck," basically. And she's like, "Well, I didn't do that." And he's like, "Somebody did. Probably that fucker Drax." So, so the next day comes. Well, no, actually, the important thing happens that night. He's sneaking around. He's trying to like find out shit. And Corinne Clary's like, "Well, you can sneak around these."
Oh yeah.
Jason, go ahead. You're pent up. Go for it. Talk about it.
I mean, it's Corinne Clary, and she apparently has no. She has no loyalties to Drax when Bond is in the room because she's all about it, and but she's hanging out in Drax's study, and then they do it in Drax's study in his bed, I think, even, which man. Like, talk about rubbing Drax's nose in it.
He's a dick.
And then there's this whole thing with, like, a safe that's hidden in there. That he's
It's hidden
Well,
like a
that's not
photograph or
it's not
something.
the only thing that's hidden in this room. Chang is in there too.
Yeah.
Chang watched them fuck.
Yes.
Chang is the best.
Oh, my God. He did, didn't he? I missed that. Oh, my God.
He's just there too. Or at least he's right outside the door.
I thought he was outside.
Yeah, he's right outside the door, but right there.
It's funnier to think he was in there, just like in the shadows.
Just like in the curtain or something. Yeah.
Peeking around.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
But yeah, there's a safe that comes up out of a thing, and
Out of the-
he's got a thing that he can see the
The thing.
things, and he opens the thing, and there's a thing in there.
He gets a few things out of there.
He sure does. He's got a little camera that's conveniently labeled 007,
Yes.
just
like that
because it's
camera.
his.
yeah.
it's his.
Yeah. You can't trade it with any.
006, get out of here. This isn't your camera.
I don't think
Branded.
turning it the way he does to take an additional picture would make a difference with that camera, but maybe.
It would have been upside down. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know what he's doing there. Yeah.
He's taking it long ways.
Yeah, but that's, I mean,
But that doesn't make any sense. It's not oriented. You're just going to turn the photo anyway.
yeah.
So
James
take it
Bond knows how to
correctly.
photograph things, okay? There's two things Bond knows: space shuttles and how to shoot lasers from them, and
the anatomy
taking
of
pictures.
the female body.
No, I was gonna say where's women in this?
Oh, he's
Two things he
surprisingly
knows.
very bad at sex, but he knows how to take a picture.
He's always mashed. Never mind.
Oh man.
All the women that he's ever had sex with just tell him he did a good job to make him feel better.
Let's talk about the next morning because this makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Okay, so basically, Bond takes a bunch of pictures of stuff that determines basically that there is a glassmaker in Venice that that's his next stop. But before that, he's going to go outside to basically
he's about to leave.
antagonize. He's going to antagonize Drax some more. Is really what he does. So Drax is out there shooting pheasants or quail or something, and he's like, "Hey Bond, I make my own guns. Why don't you shoot one?" And Bond's like, "Don't really want to just shoot a bird or whatever." So they let the birds fly. Bond shoots. Drax says, "You missed." And Bond says, "Did I?"
Did I?
And a motherfucking sniper falls out of the tree.
You see him earlier, though. I wish you didn't see him climbing up the tree earlier. It would be much better if you didn't already see him. Like if it wasn't already established there was a dude up there.
All right, so this is awesome. I agree with you 100%. But why the fuck? Like, why do you need to snipe him? How are you going to blame this? Like, how are you going to spin this as, oh, there was a sniper in the tree and he has absolutely nothing to do with me?
No, it's
if
totally
you want to kill Bond, just fucking kill him.
Right.
He's got a gun. Hugo Drax has a gun.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying
Just
Bond
point-
has a gun. You can't do it. I'm
Just
like, he
point
handed it to
your
him.
gun at Bond. Exactly.
He's like,
Exactly.
"Hey, you like
I've
my
got
gun?
a
Bam!"
gun in my room. I'll go get it. Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's like it's one of the many things in this movie that just happened just to be cool.
Well, I think but I also think though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to rationalize this a little bit from the point of view of Hugo Drax. Hugo Drax doesn't want to get his hands dirty. He has people do all the things for him. So he's not going to be the one who actually releases the poison onto Earth.
I know where you're going with this, but he could have just had 3 guys walk up to him and execute him.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a sniper in a tree that Bond
Yeah, snipers are cooler. It's like at one point you open a door and there's a guy doing karate in there. That's fucking cool.
But this isn't totally a Moonraker problem. This is a Bond thing. I mean, this is just a Bond.
Oh yeah, I mean, yes, he should have died on multiple occasions where guys were like, "I'm just gonna string you up over this thing and you're gonna die.
I'm gonna laser your dick off." Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right, so he leaves. Although, to be honest with you, Bond could also just end Drax right now, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have a license to kill. He can do whatever he wants with that.
It's true. It's true. He might still end up in a hole somewhere, though.
There is a problem with that because the Minister of Defense is it plays bridge with Drax. So maybe you don't kill that guy. But anyway, that's a
license to kill. I mean, that just sounds good on paper a lot of times, right? I mean,
yeah, I think he's just following the orders of go ask questions and observe.
Right.
Yeah. Daniel Craig would have fucking probably strangled the dude or something.
Well, I mean,
I don't
once
know.
there's an obvious attempt on your life and you know who's making that attempt, like following orders can go out the window at that moment.
Yeah.
He
Well,
knows
sure,
that Drax ordered the hit on him, but whatever.
Right now, they're puffing their chest at each other
to a degree,
and like doing a little dance around each other.
He would just make some shit up, like whatever.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you tried to snipe me.
Yeah.
As they were shooting snipe.
Yep.
Anyway, so so the next person who comes up is Cream Cleary, and Drax is like, "You were fucking in my study last night," and she's like, "No, I wasn't." It's like, "Yeah, you were. You're fired. Release the hounds."
I saw the stains.
Yeah, I went in there with a black light. It was gross. It was everywhere. How did it get there?
And it was already too late because Chang saw everything.
Yeah, it's too late. Chang is over in the corner, like shaking and like disturbed by it.
He was taking photos with Bond's like gun upside down. Yeah.
I laughed. I was muted, but I laughed pretty good at that.
So release the
Chang
hounds.
saw everything.
He saw everything.
Release the hounds. She gets eaten to death. Now
Yeah,
we go to
that's
Venice.
That's a sad, tragic moment. That was actually like the one real downer in this movie. Man, that's brutal.
It's pretty
Yeah.
dramatic.
Well, he does not
it's
fuck
filmed
around.
very dramatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's filmed like a horror.
It felt
scene.
It felt very Italian.
It did feel very Italian. I wasn't going to say it, but thank you for saying it.
You're welcome.
Chuck, you can always.
It felt like a Marvel.
It's not the
the
only
shit-
thing in this movie that felt very Italian.
Right.
That's how this movie made so much money. It's all the Italians are like, finally, one for us.
Yep.
Speaking of, they go to Venice now. Bond runs into Dr. Goodhead there.
And
as he's-
Dr. Acula. Like,
He does. He does go to the. He does go to the glass factory, and the everybody in a Roger Moore movie that works at a desk is a hot ass blonde.
I'm sorry. I agree. One other thing, because when the girl Corinne
Sorry,
Cleary
he
dies,
agrees. Yes,
I do agree. But when Corinne Cleary dies, like we were talking about, how that moment is very dramatic. The bell tolls at the church too.
Oh yeah.
When she dies, and I'm like, oh, for whom the bell tolls. Like, it is really tragic in this not tragic movie. Sorry, continue. It's just very out of place.
it's very like a mishmash of genre, because there's another scene later that's legitimately terrifyingly scary, like horror film scary, right? And it's like, where did that come from?
Oh yeah, is
You
it
know
the
what I mean?
hallway?
Yeah.
The hallway shot,
Yeah,
or
with
the alleyway
clown.
shot?
Yeah.
yeah.
But wait, the way it ends is one of the funniest things in this
Totally.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Jump.
No, it's that like there's no reason why that scene ends other than you just got to move on.
Sure.
And it's hilarious and it kills me and I love it.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
I know the line. Yeah.
But anyway, so they meet up there in Venice and Bond's like hey, let's get together later. She's like, I gotta talk to do. He's like, He's like, it's like, maybe we can have a drink afterward. And she's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I can come up with a reason not to.
I really do like that exchange there when he said, "Can you come up with a reason?" She's like, "Probably by then."
Right? Yes. Yeah, probably by then. She's gonna be too busy picking up a hitchhiker over and over in Creepshow 2 later.
Yep.
Anyway, so she basically the hot blonde in the glass workplace knows the Bond is pulling some shenanigans, and this is where he sees Goodhead, because she is also there taking this tour of this glass factory, and then she sneaks off at one point, so he sneaks off. All the hot blondes work for Drax. They're all like suspicious of Bond, and he goes out and he talks to Holly, and he ends up then in a gondola.
Yes.
Apparently, he knows the guy who has the gondola because he says his name. He says his name.
Okay.
He's like, "Franco, let's go," or something.
I think
like
it's
that.
his personal gondolier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be, because he's got some custom.
Yeah, I mean, it would be wild if
Attachments.
all of the gondolas in
Of all the
Venice were like that. I mean, I would definitely be checking my
That is
wine
a
bottle
good detail,
to see
Chuck,
what I was
because
drinking.
him knowing him does make it a little more acceptable.
Yes.
Yes. So they pass by another guy, like a casket, just kind of free floating in another gondola.
Oh my God, so good.
And the casket opens up, and there's a guy in there with the machine gun.
Well, oh, hold on. Do this justice. The casket creeps open, and in the top of the casket embedded are a bunch of knives, right? then the shot changes, and it's more of like a vertical shot of the casket, and this whole other array of knives like springs out on the side of the casket, and then an old man who looks like Dracula, like old Dracula, sits up like Dracula and grabs one of the knives and then looks over, and that's when you see that the Bond is right there, and he throws a knife. It kills the gondolier, but Bond is like cat-like reflexes. He ducks the next throw of the knife. He takes the knife that embedded itself in his gondola and throws it back and kills the guy, and he falls back in the casket, and the casket lid falls on back down.
It's so fucking good.
It is so good. I watched it 3 times. I showed it to Susan. I was like, Susan, I think this is the best thing that's been in a Bond movie ever. I love it so much.
It is. I don't even know how it ended up in this movie. I really don't. Because why the fuck? Okay, I mean, it's fucking amazing. But why is this guy waiting in the water in a casket?
I'm telling you,
for
one of, the
Bond
hot
to pass by?
one of the hot blondes in the glass company had to call up, I don't know, Lucio.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we got somebody coming your way. You got the thing? And he's like, of course.
It's
of
like-
course.
it's like-
I always go everywhere with
Drax
my
is
guests.
like,
You need
get
an
the coffin
assassination
man out
on the river. I got you.
Go get Django. We got.
Does that guy have a name?
I'm going to assume it's Django.
It is
so
very
funny.
Django-ish, or Django or Django. Yeah, it's Django
Yeah.
no matter
It's
what.
just so sad how quickly he's dispatched.
It
It's
is.
it's just like, oh, that's all.
I mean, he
Wait,
was already
wait.
dead, so he couldn't
Yeah,
live that long.
True.
He came back to life for this one moment.
Right. Oh, but then it's followed up by one of the weirder things in this movie. Like weirder, just kind of like, what? And is it like an anti-smoking ad? Is that what this is? Where the guy on the bridge sees the casket, he's smoking a cigarette, he like coughs, and then he flicks the cigarette at the casket.
Maybe because at the same time you have the other guy who sees the hydro boat, like shortly after this, who checks his wine bottle.
Oh, so that guy. Okay, we've seen that guy before. He was on the beach when the Lotus came up out of the water in The Spy Who Loved Me, and then in
How the fuck are you supposed to know this?
it's
Yeah.
because there's a very it was an inside joke, but there's a very obvious shot of him reacting to crazy things the Bond's doing. So he reacted to something in The Spy Who Loved Me. He then reacted to this thing in Moonraker.
Next one, I want to find it. It's
Okay,
probably
well,
an octopussy or something.
No, isn't For Your Eyes Only.
Okay, only for you.
Well,
Yep, exactly.
it's
Sheena
weird.
Easton.
There's a weird anti-smoking like joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, his gondola now can ride on the shore or on the sidewalk because it's got like a little hovercraft element to
It's
it.
a hovercraft now. Yeah.
And he fights some guys, and then that scene ends.
Yeah, they're like, it's just over. It's over now.
It's over. And but he returns to the glass company, and he watches some guys like do the little
Blowing
thing.
glass.
Well, they do the thing with the Close Encounters theme.
Oh, yes. Boo, 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 boo.
Yeah.
On the door.
And he learns that there's something in that room. And so he follows them in, and there's like a whole laboratory thing. Now, earlier on, one of the pictures he took was like a little circle with like these little hexagons in them, or these
Yes.
hexagons with these little circles in them. I had that backwards. He found the hexagons being blown by the glass blowers.
Yeah.
So these are the little circles or the little tubes that are going into the hexagon shaped glass. And what they are, as he finds out, is a very dangerous, like seriously dangerous toxin, because these guys
fucking idiots.
Yes, they drop one and they
Idiots.
fucking die horribly.
Do they not know what's in it? Like,
Yeah,
I
don't
assume
know.
they're the ones making them, and they just have it precariously sitting on the edge of a thing they're rolling across the floor.
Yes.
Like, another example of a thing that happens in this movie just because.
Well, it has to.
Kinda has to happen.
You gotta know that shit is
There
poisonous.
could have been a better reason that vial broke than they were dumb.
Yeah, it was just laying there. I mean, good God. Yeah.
But they die, and soon, Chang, who's been following Bond as well.
What? Chang's there?
Chang shows up. Chang, yeah, it's too late. He's already seen everything
He's
again.
already there.
Dude, he's like in his full-on fucking Mortal Kombat gear too.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's ready. He's ready to do some.
Get over
Exactly.
here.
They fight in ends up in like a little clock tower thing, which this is a really well shot, like location, because there's like the stained glass clock behind them or whatever.
It reminded me of fucking, what's the hula hoop movie? Never mind.
Hudsucker Proxy.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Hudsucker Proxy.
It reminded me of the scene in Skyfall where he's fighting the guy in Hong Kong and it's all backlit.
I remember that.
That's some Roger Deakins magic there.
But this is cool. This shot is cool, and the way they go around breaking the actual clock and making it look kind of like they broke the actual clock. I'm like, that's actually pretty efficient filmmaking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. So Bond eventually just sends Chang out that motherfucker and into a piano.
God. Oh my God.
So now Drax gets a phone call.
Fuck this.
It's like,
You cannot go past that. The dude missile dives through the piano. And he's stuck in it like he's in a Warner Brothers cartoon. And Bond says, "Play it again, Sam."
Uh-huh.
You cannot just blow past that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, up to this point, yes, up to this point, everything is taken very seriously.
Yes.
But no, up to this point, there's been no connection to Jaws and Drax. It's at this point now that Drax finds out his goon is dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you can get Drax, I'll hire him.
Oh my God. So yeah, he has this phone call with like who knows, like the villain Inc.
Goons are us.
Goons are us, yeah. And he was like, well, if you could get him, that would be great. It's like, ooh, scored a coup. I got Geoff.
Yeah. low price of whatever. Yeah. Low price of how can we bring Jaws back into the series?
Exactly. But we don't know that it's Jaws yet. We don't find that out until a little bit later.
Well, because he shows up at the airport and he can't get through the security because of his teeth.
Yeah.
Until he flashes him and the guy's like, whatever, dude, go. It's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm sure you're not biting.
We
to
also
a
see
plane.
Bond sees like crates that say Rio de Janeiro on them. They're shipping they're shipping the glass orbs to Rio.
Yeah, so it's all connecting and it's all leading him to South America, basically.
Yeah.
He does end up meeting back up with Dr. Goodhead, discovers she is implanted by the CIA. So because everybody liked The Spy Who Loved Me, you got to have him working with another agent. But this time it's not, I mean, it's only adversarial because she ain't got time for his bullshit.
Right.
But
she's on her own mission.
She's on her own mission, but what are you going to do until tomorrow morning?
Right. Right. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you got fuck.
You're going to do the thing.
You're going to do the thing with the things. Yeah. And so they do the thing. And I like that they both planned to leave each other in the morning.
Yeah.
They both had an escape plan.
Yep. Totally. And they both call each other out on it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
were
run into
tripping
each
over
other.
your suitcase.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
Yes.
I was tripping. Yeah.
And so they basically end up on. They end up basically running into each other again on these gondolas, or not gondolas. What are those called? The little trolley cars.
Sky lifts.
Sky lifts.
Well, they've gotten to Rio at this point. Then yes, because there's a whole kerfuffle with with Bond and his superiors about whether he's allowed to go and all that.
That's right, because he takes them back the next morning to the place. They do, and it opens up, and it's this lavish sitting room
With
that looks
Hugo.
just like Hugo Drax's living room.
Yep. And he's chilling there having a drink. Yeah.
This is when the defense minister is like, you better be right about this. I play bridge with Drax.
Right.
And
I want to know, does he play against Drax in bridge, or is Drax his bridge partner?
I assume it's against.
Because that's a big difference.
Yeah, I think it's against, because in the novel, Bond is invited by M to play against Drax to get to know this guy, to try to figure out about who this guy is.
Ooh.
And M gets mad because Bond ends up like downplaying how good at bridge he is, and it makes him look bad.
Oh.
Anyway.
Jason's pretty good at bridge. I don't know.
I'm pretty good at bridge.
I am?
Yeah. I would say I'm above average.
Okay.
Just like
Never
this
actually
Bond
played
movie.
with humans before, so there's that.
I mean, I know that M plays bridge at a London hoity-toity club.
Mm.
That's about all I know about bridge. And that old ladies play it.
You know a little bit more about bridge than you think you do because it's like other card games you've played. But
I guess, but yeah.
The thing about bridge is that it's very, like, to have a bridge partner. That's why I asked the question. To have a bridge partner who, like, knows you is really important, because you know how each other play, and that's integral to being good at bridge. And also, you know how to bid with each other, because there's a system that you are comfortable with. Like, bridge is kind of like one of the only card games where you can sort of kind of table talk, but you have to table talk within a set of rules, right?
you can do that in euchre, I think, a little bit, but yeah.
Euchre, it's a little more
You
playful.
can be obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, the euchre is a little more playful. It's like whatever level you're willing to, like, let people get away with, right? Bridge is different.
Yeah.
Like, there are specific rules, and there are actually penalties if you bid incorrectly within the system, and it benefits you, right? That's something that you can actually kind of flag with the judges and say, I feel like that's not correct, and there's something funny there. But anyway, but so to that end, your opponents can also understand to a degree what you're bidding as well. So everybody kind of knows what everybody has to a certain degree, right?
I get the impression that Drax is the opponent in this.
Yeah.
I would agree with that, and I think, like, given just that cursory, like this would have been fun if this movie was more bridge-like, right? Like, if if it leaned into those aspects of opponents knowing and kind of made it sound like the game a little bit, but whatever.
But Chuck, here's my
Chuck, it's Moonraker Town.
You're right.
my retort to that is laser.
Well, you just rename it Card Raker, and it's a bridge movie.
So basically, basically Bond's got egg on his face, but M knows Bond. Like, this is a little bit of a bridge setting, right? Because, like, M knows that Bond wouldn't just lead them here to reveal nothing.
Right.
So M's like, well, you know what? I'm going to take you off. I think you have some vacation coming up.
More than that, yeah.
Yeah, and I think you've always said you wanted to go to Rio. And he's like, yes, that is true. And Bond is still on the case. M is kind of protecting him a little bit.
Yeah.
So Bond shows up in Rio during Carnival. Mm-hmm. Which I think this movie would like you to think this is what it's always like in Rio.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so he's like, he's hanging out there, and he goes into his hotel, and the guy's like, "Oh, this is the presidential suite or whatever. Would you like me to show you around?" Bond's like, "No, if I get lost, I'll just take a car." To which the bellhop rolls his eyes at him.
Mm-hmm. I roll my eyes at him too.
But inside the also following him, but also coming with the suite is his hot South American contact lady.
Oh yes.
That's her name. hot South American contact lady.
MI3's like not station head, but station appointee. Yeah.
Well, he gets station head from her because how else are you going to spend 5 hours?
He just goes right in for it too. He just starts undressing her. It's like,
it's like this is part of the job, man. Everybody in Spies at work, everybody in the office just swings like a motherfucker.
That's how you release all the stress of the job.
Exactly. You gotta bust nuts.
Yeah.
God.
Bond's bad at it, and they always appease him.
I don't know why you keep saying Bond.
I don't know. I'm kidding. That was from an earlier joke. Anyway,
I know.
So,
that's why I said, why do you keep saying it?
So basically they spend 5 hours doing that, and then they decide to go out to the parade. Now this is the horror scene.
Yeah,
that's coming because Bond is going to break into the wherever the glass things were shipped to, and he's like, stay here, don't talk to any strange men. And what happens to come down the alleyway?
A strange man.
A strange man. And you see him coming for a while. Like it's a little It Follows. Like he's back there.
You see him even in the parade before that.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
And it turns out to be Jaws. And
land shark.
Land shark. That's how you'd say it. So yeah, he's going for the lady. He's trying to bite her throat out. Bond is like fucking around inside the warehouse thing, and he does eventually come outside to see. He's like, oh shit, there's Jaws. Now there have been interruptions, like people coming out of buildings and
people
partying. Yeah.
Like trying to engage them in their partiness as they walk down the alley. Yeah.
So Bond jumps down onto Jaws. They have a brief little fight. More people come down the alleyway and just carry Jaws away with them.
Yep.
And Bond and the other girl just walk in the other direction with no priority. They were just like, that just happened. All right, so what'd you find?
He says something like, I've got to go to so-and-so tomorrow. And she's like, do you want me to come with you? He's like, no. I think you should go home and get some rest. That's the last we see her.
Yeah, she's done. But Jaws is still in the background. He can't get away from those party people. It's hilarious.
Away by Carnival.
Yeah.
Is this the scene where also Jaws jumps at Bond and it's like the worst edit?
No,
in the
that's the very next scene. The very next scene, so Bond shows up at like this mountain because he's going to see the sights while he's there, and he runs into Dr. Goodhead. And they ride the little cable skylift thing, and that's when they say it's like, oh yeah, I was, it's like, oh, you left so early. I was like, yeah, I was tripping over your luggage, and all of that. So Jaws has his own goon. Jaws has a little goon, a little guy who goes up and he blackjacks people.
Yeah, he's a little goon.
He's a little goon.
A little stinky.
He's a little stinky. And Jaws stops the thing by just holding onto the cable, and then when it keeps moving, he like looks back at it so it doesn't keep moving, like it's a sentient thing.
Like it because the cable doesn't fucking move. No. It's a fucking motor on the.
Well, then he bites the cable,
which is awesome.
But it doesn't really do anything because Stinky is the one who's controlling what's coming and going.
So confusing.
I guess his name is Stinky.
I was expecting it to drop.
Yes,
and like create some tension.
Yeah. But instead,
or less tension.
Exactly.
It's absolutely correct.
So what happens is that Jaws gets in the other one coming the other direction, and like they park next to each other.
Yeah. So dumb. But Jaws is like playfully fun. And like this whole time in this scene.
Yes,
like, why is this?
He enjoys his job.
Yeah. He is.
He's like, this is the best.
He's like basically indestructible. He's like, I just enjoy menacing this guy.
But it feels like when he gets to him, he's going to tickle him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he says she's like, "Oh, you know this guy?" He's like, "Not socially. His name is Jaws. He kills people." That's the best description of anybody.
That's all you need to know. Really.
It's all you need to know.
Yeah,
he kills people. Now they get up on top of the little cable car things
because they're going to be safer out there for some reason.
Yeah, he's
like, was like, "No, I will stay in, not out. In, not out."
Jaws does a little bunny hop over to the other one. That's the best editing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, dude, he doesn't like. There's no jump.
No, Richard.
He just puts his arms up, and then he's like, "I'm here."
Oh man!
And there's floats across.
Yes. I want somebody to fill in the gap of that edit of like a little floating Jaws. It's like just a freeze frame picture. I'm like, oh yeah,
yeah, it's so good.
And so so they do a little fisticuffs. He slaps Holly around a little bit. Bond's like, all right, we're gonna shove Jaws down into the hole of the car, and we're gonna lock him in there. Give me that chain that you unsuccessfully tried to beat up Jaws with, and grab hold, and we're going to do a Star Wars thing. So okay, maybe there's one thing that's related to Star Wars because they swing down, and Jaws, little Stinky sees Jaws is in the thing, and he's like, oh, we'll catch up to him. So he just cranks the thing up to full speed. It's so bad. It's great. So Bond and Goodhead jump off, and but it's too late for Stinky to stop. And he goes crashing into the station, and it just destroys the whole thing.
It does. It just
does.
I wish this was the title card for the next Bond movie.
Yes. I want a supercut of all of Richard Keel's reaction
shots. Oh
like,
God, yeah.
I want them all. Like, oh man.
But okay, so important figure enters the movie out of the blue.
Like, oh my God, it's inexplicable. This character.
So little blonde-haired, like pigtailed girl.
Oh yeah,
and by little I mean stature little.
Yeah,
because she's seemingly an adult, and she walks up, and Jaws has like fucking taken the boulders off of himself, and he sees the little girl who smiles. The smaller woman who smiles up at him, and he's like, "All right, you're my girlfriend now."
Yeah, he picks her up.
Like legitimate, not like he picked her up. He legitimately picks her up.
Yes,
and then they walk off holding hands.
Meetings, he picks her up. Yeah,
yeah. And then they walk off holding hands while the big romantic music is playing. And the shot that always kills me is what they cut to, which is like Bond and Goodhead like watching this, and they're just like, all right, so. All right, that happened. We're done with him.
There
again.
Goes Jaws.
Yeah, we're done with him again.
I like to think that maybe that's the moment when Bond thought that there was good in Jaws.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's too busy. He's got a raging boner right now because they are going to they're going to fuck each other right there in the little grassy knoll there.
But what happened to Stinky?
He got fucking obliterated.
He was in the building. Yes. Jaws doesn't give a shit.
He's painting the walls. Yeah.
Or maybe he got turned into that girl.
He got so obliterated that reality shifted, and then it's the other world.
Nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. In another dimension, that Stinky's a little lady, and
I like you struggling. I mean,
in less than a week, she's willing to like go to the moon. You know, with this guy.
She's gonna rake it.
I mean,
she'll rake it.
I mean, Jax is probably cool with her.
Moonraker. Sorry,
Jax is probably cool with her because she is blonde-haired, blue-eyed. It's like you're part of the master race. Get in there.
I don't know.
Yeah, short. But Jaws is screwed.
It's definitely implied to me that they're both screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to be thrown out the airlock the moment that the moment that we laser the fuck out of the Americans, he's gone.
Yeah.
But this is a key important moment in film history because it is a Mandela effect.
It is a big one.
Chuck.
Yes.
Did you ever think that Dolly had braces?
No.
Jason?
I think I did, honestly. Like, I don't necessarily remember that she had them, but I think I just
You would assume that she had them.
that she did. Like, that's the joke, right?
Yeah, because it would make sense if she smiled at him and he's like, "You're just like me, except for I'm Jackie."
Right. Like,
Anyway,
it just makes sense. But
it never came up for me like later in life where I would think about it and be like, no, she had braces. Today, well, you're going to get there, so go ahead.
Well, it's so I mean, it's kind of a Berenstain Bears sort of situation.
Yeah.
People swear that she had braces, and it's like, no, she didn't. She never did, ever.
No.
And
I mean, there are several scenes in the movie where you can see her teeth.
Yeah.
Where she even smiles and she doesn't have braces. Yeah.
Right. And now Jason uncovered a foreign credit card about a tiny little Visa that Richard Kiel is carrying around with him.
I think it was from like the late 80s, early 90s, maybe.
Something like that. But he's walking around like, he's looking for somebody to beat the fuck up for like yelling at Happy Gilmore. But he finds this girl and he's like, "Do you take the mini Visa?" And she's like, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, "Awesome." It's like, you didn't know what she said. No. So anyway, he walks off.
So who knows?
And she smiles and she's got braces.
Yeah.
Now, is that, Jason asked, was that the source of the Mandela effect, or was it because of the Mandela effect that they did that? I don't know. I feel like the Mandela effect would have been before that commercial.
I feel like we in America wouldn't have seen it.
But a lot of Europe would, potentially.
And it just proliferated eventually.
Yeah.
Well, Geoff, did you think she had braces?
No, I knew she didn't.
Maybe that's
so. I think maybe
what cross section of Bond fandom, because it's an international fan base.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's interesting to me that us three Americans said no. I would want to know if people across the pond maybe did think so, and that's where it generates, like you said, like this is where that comes from.
And then with the information age in the 90s, and when we actually start talking
just
about
got passed on.
effects, like that's one of the ones that caught fire. Yeah.
Anyway,
I still think it's Berenstain. By the way.
So does Susan.
I
think it's Berenstain.
Chuck, you, me, and Susan are from the wrong earth. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, we have to figure out a way back.
Yes, we do.
Anyway, and maybe in that other one, Dolly did have braces. I don't know. Anyway, so some more goons come up with an ambulance. Man, there are just goons coming out of the hills. They're coming out of the walls. They're coming out of the ground. They're coming out of everywhere.
Until they come out of space stations.
Oh,
that's my favorite.
It's your favorite?
It's my favorite.
And so goons come to take them to the hospital, and Bond's like, no, we're fine. Let me get back to kissing my lady. And they blackjack. There's a lot of blackjacking going on in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a lot of people getting clubbed in the back of the head.
Yeah, it seems like a safe way to knock someone out but not kill them potentially. Yeah.
Yeah. So they end up putting them into the ambulance. Bond figures out a way that, because there's for some reason a gap in a bar that he can slide his tied up hands out of, while Dr. Goodhead is like kind of fake coming on to the ambulance guy. But anyway, it ends up with Bond on a stretcher flying out the back of an ambulance, and that looked fun and also terrifying.
Oh yeah, and then the other guy, the goon, ends up into the British Airways billboard.
Yeah.
What does it say? Like I don't know, there's some cheeky little slogan on there. Yeah.
Play it again, Sam.
Play it.
But Bond and Holly don't see each other again for a little while. Like, ostensibly, the goons take her, and he saves himself, and he ends up in a spaghetti western for a minute.
It's so weird. This is so weird. So, all right, it goes into like spaghetti western for about 90 seconds, maybe even less, with him and the whole, like, Mexican poncho, a la Man with No Name.
Steph calls it a drug blanket.
Wow, racist.
She assumes that some of them are.
Wait a minute, Bond is wearing it.
I know, I'm kidding. But then, so yeah, it's like
drug rug,
and it's a
drug rug.
Sorry. It's a very John Barry riffing on Ennio Morricone, but not even so much on Ennio Morricone, but almost on like the really like classic westerns,
westerns,
and even like TV westerns like Gunsmoke.
These are like John Ford like westerns,
yeah. And then it transitions into Gregorian chant. Of course,
because there's a monastery that everybody is set up at, and we have kung fu monks.
Yes,
I love the kung fu monks.
Yes,
we have. Q's workstation is fucking amazing. You got a sleeping Mexican guy who opens up to be like a fucking machine gun that guns people down. You got a guy shooting a laser at a mannequin and melting its head.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was fucking weird. What is happening in this scene?
It was melting. It's like a Q experimentation.
It's his lab
plus like kung fu training.
But why did they force Bond to get into gear to go in? Like,
why are they there in the first place?
Yeah, what is happening?
Well, Bond is like, hey, all the shit's happening down here. Yeah. Like, all roads lead to Brazil.
This is convenient. They're all just here for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he called ahead.
Even
Q, go set up a lab.
Even Moneypenny is there. Like, she's like got her desk there and everything.
We might need laser guns.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
this
a space shuttle was stolen
too. There's always usually that scene in the Bond movie where like there's another base that everyone just inexplicably is at. Yeah.
Bond is stupid.
I wish Manuela, who was the girl that he met up with, I wish there was like a shot of her like sleeping it off in like some cot in there. It's like that's the base. He's like, go sleep it off, and she went there and she went and slept it off.
But that in Bond, that doesn't really.
We're never going to see. I mean, like, there's only one woman you see multiple times in these movies. That's Moneypenny. Anyway, so Bond's like, hey, yeah, so all the shit's happening here. Anybody got a boat I can take? And Q's like, yeah, I got a boat, but you better bring it back. Bond does not bring it back. And he's like, okay, I got to go right up the Amazon. That's where we're going to go. That's where I'm going.
Well, yes. And the reason is that the nerve agent composition is from a flower that is in the Amazon.
A specific orchid.
Yeah. And Q's like, I've got a way for him to get there if he returns it, if he takes care of it. And Bond is like, That's it. He's just like,
yeah, okay. he just shrugs and gets in. It's like, I'm off.
He fucking starts dropping explosive balls all over everybody.
He blows up ships that are packed full of mannequins and dummies, and I love it because you see guys jump out after the thing exploded, but it's like, wait a minute. I also saw dummies flying into the air, too.
Oh, yeah. There was at least 2 dummies in the air that honestly looked pretty good until they hit the water. That's when it's really funny.
And they're just floating. They just hit, and they're like...
Oh, man. They hit very awkwardly. It's pretty funny.
But this is also this scene is also the last time in a Bond movie that the 007, the secondary theme, is ever used in the series. It was a theme that John Barry wrote to use the actual theme that he didn't get credit for fewer times. So he created this other theme for From Rush with Love, that this was the last time it was used. Even though John Barry ended up doing a few more scores, this was the last time he used it. So
Aficionado strikes again.
Yeah. Anyway, so he wrecks. He sends he sends Jaws. Jaws shows up. Jaws pops up out of a fucking boat.
Always.
He's so proud of himself too.
I know. He's like, I'm here too, guys, and he sends himself off a fucking waterfall.
Yeah. Another great reaction shot.
Yeah. And Bond wrecks Q's boat.
Yeah, because Q is like, as long as he it doesn't damage it or whatever, and he does totally wreck it.
No, he just it doesn't just damage it.
He was like,
It's like, I'm gonna hang glide now, and
he hang glides out of it.
oh,
That's
my
nifty.
God.
That's a nifty little thing a boat to have if there's waterfalls.
This is fine. Yeah.
But he lands, and now Bond's one weakness in a jungle is seeing a sexy girl in a flowing dress. He must follow her.
Must follow. It's like, well, that looks like the place to go.
Yeah, obviously nothing's going to be weird about this lady seemingly waiting for me here.
Yeah.
And he follows her into like this little cavern where there's a whole bunch of sexy ladies.
We got Trick Rock.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'm in heaven. The Trick Rock throws him into the water where a giant python's waiting. And I believe Bond says, they got snakes out here this big.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
I'm surprised he didn't take his pants down.
I get it.
But yeah, he ends up either piercing it with the little shot thing, or I don't know which bullet he shoots or which arrow he shoots.
It's the poison one.
It's the dumbest fight and also the second best fight. The third best fight. But it's bad.
Yeah, he ends up killing the snake. Drax comes out for another great Hugo Drax quote. Mr. Bond, you defy all my attempts to plan an amusing death for you. You're hardly a sportsman, so why did you break off the encounter with my pet python? And he says, he had a crush on me.
Yeah.
Drax has all the best lines in this movie, because that retort by Bond was like, eh.
Like
Yeah, he's not good at the seasons retort either.
No, but Drax does have a good. I didn't put that one down.
That's the best. That's the best. Probably the best sentence.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one. Yeah, the James Bond. You appear with the tedious inevitability of an unloved season.
Yes.
Yeah, that's when he gets on the space station. But anyway, so
that is.
Yeah, and then Bond's like, I didn't know they had
the best
seasons in
sentence
space.
ever written in James Bond.
It's good.
Yes,
it's really good.
What's the retort to that?
He's like, I didn't know they had seasons in space, or something like that.
It's so bad.
And but Drax has a good retort to that, which is the only one that you should be aware, or the only one that there is for you is winter.
Yeah.
He's like, I got you here, dude. It's like,
don't even try to trade barbs with me, buddy. You'll always lose.
But anyway, so this is where Drax's big stand, and his control room is fucking rad, because it's kind of like that. It's kind of like trapezoidal in shape, and he's got like that ball that's got the orchid in. He explains that the orchid eventually led to people becoming sterile in the Amazon. So it wiped out a civilization within this portion of the Amazon, and that is what his thing is going to be. He's got genetically, or not genetically necessarily, but he's got a master race that he's going to take up into space.
Yeah.
And he's going to kill off humans with this orchid gas, and then he's going to come back to basically a Garden of Eden.
Yeah, you don't know that's the plan until they've taken off, right? And they're in Moonraker 5, going up to the space station. But man, there's a moment when that reveal happens, when James Bond looks looks like, oh, what do we have in our cargo? And he looks at the video, and it's like all these beautiful men and women like paired together, and two of them like start to lean into slow motion to make out. And I was like, oh my god, this is like the beginning of a scene from the porno sex room or sex world, right? It's like,
Yeah.
like this is so bizarre to see this.
Yes.
It's like, oh, it's an into the arc 2x2 or whatever.
Yeah. And Dr. Goodhead's like, that's what he's planning to do. But yeah, so he sees Holly again in the base, and again, Drax with a great joke or great line here. He's like, even in death, my munificence is boundless. Yeah. When this rocket lifts off, I shall be leaving you in your own private crematorium. Mr. Bond, Dr. Goodhead, I bid you farewell. And yeah, basically he gets into Moonraker 5 and it's basically going to burn them out because they're right underneath the shuttle rockets. There just so happens to be a way out that Bond can easily obtain. They get out and they sneak their way into Moonraker 6 with a pre-plotted out course that takes them to Drax's space station.
And before this too, it's revealed why Drax even took the Moonraker shuttle from the British is because I needed it. One of mine had a fault in it, and I didn't have time.
Stupid.
It's like I needed it. No, so his whole plan is foiled by that fault in that one shuttle. Because
here's the part where I'm gonna say Hugo Drax is Elon Musk because all of his shit breaks too, and it's like the SpaceX is a fucking death trap. So of course Moonraker would have a fucking fault in it. It's almost as if Elon Musk was like, I want to be that guy, and he did become that guy as a complete and total fucking moron though.
Why didn't they just?
And he's also a Nazi.
Allegedly.
All they had to do was send one of the shuttles back.
Yeah, that'd take too long.
I mean, they had time. Those balls, the 50 balls would have taken like 2 years to shoot out at the rate they were doing them.
Yeah.
The halo of death around the world.
This has to be the movie that Bond, like the most people Bond ever saved in a movie.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole fucking billions of people.
300 million.
And somehow this movie is less convoluted than the last Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, but Bond didn't dive into Arctic waters in just his underwear.
It's true, but he would have if he needed to. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like, wait, there are 20 sexy women down there? Gone. Anyway, so they get aboard the space station because of that pre-plotted course. They know the plan and basically, this is when he said, when he realizes that he's there, he's like, James Bond, you appear with the tedious inevitability of an unloved season. Yeah, you're right, Jason. That's the greatest line ever written in a Bond movie. It's the greatest line ever written in Bond. I mean, it's impossible to top. I mean, it is. It's poetry, man. It is a great line in any movie, honestly. Yeah. This is why Hugo Drax is my favorite Bond villain, because he actually is very nearly successful. Yeah. I mean, like, there's a very narrow, like, Bond lucks out in some.
If Bond didn't know how the space station worked, like, Hugo Drax would have got away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But Bond has the schematics.
We've got to find the radar jamming room, Chuck. I mean, that's obvious, right?
That fucking Spaceballs shit. Like
Spaceballs shit. It's like Spaceballs the radar
strawberry.
We've been jammed.
This is
and like the button he presses to like put them in whatever into gravity and stop the centrifugal force.
So basically the space station can't be seen by people on Earth because of this jamming thing.
Radar jamming is exactly what it's called.
Oh my god, it's so dumb.
Which makes you wonder, is like, are they constantly like penetrating every part of space with radar down on Earth?
I think they're just concerned about Earth, which eventually would be a problem for them, right? Because if any ships went beyond them, and they're monitoring launches, so they would probably try to jam those ships too.
But it's like observing space isn't really. Well, that's the least of this movie's problems. But observing space isn't really like a thing so much to where you're like pinging all of space with radar.
Well,
I wonder if they could be tidally locked. Also, like they could be locked on to a very specific point where if you're shooting something towards the moon, you're never going to see them. If you're looking, like if you send radar out to a satellite in one direction, you're not going to find them. They're only like, maybe it's very centralized where they can only focus that.
Right. They're only 100 miles away from Earth.
Yeah,
it's not like they're that far away from
They need
Earth's
a reason
surface.
to figure out how to get people from Earth into space. That's it.
I like how the jamming fucking thing, like the little ball that's in the floor, is right next to where they slide down the things.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why wouldn't you put this important piece like away from where people are sliding down poles into it? Like someone's gonna accidentally fucking break it.
I mean, that the tractor beam thing on the Death Star was in like that fucking really dangerous like little
was
ledge
too.
Yeah, right. But it was hard to get to.
Yeah. So if it broke, you'd have like. Can you imagine the engineers like putting that in or trying to fix it? I don't know.
Not my fucking problem.
You're like Bob with the boat.
Maybe they'll wear their space-suits like they do in the scene to come here.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So basically when they when they realize this, like, hey, wait, there's a big fucking thing up there. Let's send guys with lasers after it. Because that's what the United States would do.
Yeah. I love how optimistically advanced that technology is for 1979. That kills me.
And there's
how the top of the space shuttle opens and guys just float out of it.
Guys, it's like a space SWAT team. Yeah, they just come out of the top of the shuttle. Yeah,
it's like the slow motion of when you like fuck up a bag of chips, and they all go flying up, and it's like that. You just open a space shuttle and
they're ready to go. They're ready to go with their laser guns.
Somebody open up a bag of chips.
Well, that would be like the Simpsons episode when he opened up a bag of chips and it fucked up the space shuttle. Anyway, so guys pouring out of Drax's space station, guys pouring out of American space shuttles, which kind of makes Drax's space shuttles a little like redundant because it seems like the Americans have space shuttles.
Yeah. But we don't have a space station.
Fair enough.
And we don't have a plan to annihilate all living human life.
Are
you sure about that?
Well, maybe
not redundant. Not redundant. They couldn't know about these space stations or these space shuttles because they couldn't know about the space station that was going to be used to
I'm just saying
repopulate the Earth after Drax killed them.
True.
Well, what I'm saying is like Drax like has these special Moonraker shuttles, but it's like, yeah, but we've got other shuttles.
Yeah, that's fine.
But what's so special about the Moonrakers?
I don't think they couldn't know about the Moonrakers. They're just
they couldn't know that he had the Moonrakers.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They needed to be secretive, otherwise they'd be like, why is he going into space all the time?
I don't think it was the Moonrakers that were the problem. It was the big fucking space station.
Absolutely, but he did. Yes, but I don't think...
I would think they would expect the guy who makes shuttles to have shuttles.
To make his own shuttles and keep them so he can send
I've got a whole garage full of shuttles.
It would be the easiest thing in the world to hide if you were a shuttle maker making your own shuttles.
We contract other people to make space shuttles. I don't think we assume that they're just keeping 20 of them on their own to go to space whenever they fucking want.
Well, that's fair, but it'd be easy to hide.
Yeah, I don't think Boeing has... Although I would not get on a Boeing space shuttle. Actually.
Yes, and he was easily hiding them until the sixth one was broken, and he had to steal one of the ones he made.
He had to steal. He had to complete his collection. Yeah.
He had to catch them all.
We couldn't deal. Yeah, there was like 24 Pokemon that wouldn't get to fucking space if
he didn't just say
six Moonraker.
So if Hugo Drax was smart and he was like, I'll just send one up and have it come back and pick up 15 people.
Yeah.
Then he would have gotten away with it. But instead he had to have this elaborate fucking...
He totally would.
Well, here's a whole other idea. Just build another one.
Right.
Or that.
A little bit more time or
I bet in a month you got that sixth one back.
Yeah.
It'd be all put together, all ready to go.
Seats.
I think they take years to make, honestly.
You could add like 3 more seats.
Well, that's
just add a couple rows.
Yeah.
Now that's
a couple rows.
That's just silly.
Like you're good.
That's just silly. That'd make it way too heavy to get into space.
You're like, now you're on a Southwest flight to space? Like, come on.
I mean, it's a quick one, It seemed like it was only like 30 minutes,
We need to have these fucking young lovers comfortable.
Yeah. Hell, just like take the seats out, just put a bunch of mattresses back there.
Yeah, let them fuck.
I mean, they got to get busy because they got to repopulate what's going to be.
Then just put a bunch of couches and fun bags in there.
There's no
just a bunch of bean bags and lava lamps. And every room is separated by bead curtains.
Oh man, absolutely it would be. Hell yeah. Yeah. No doors, just bead curtains.
Burt Bacharach's up there singing.
Definitely.
Luther Vandross.
Ooh, that's too sexy.
Marvin Gaye.
There'd be a lot of twins.
That's too sexy. Too sexy.
Oh man.
All right.
We're off the rails.
Right, but let's go back to space here.
Let's land this shuttle.
So basically, so it's laser fight. It's just this crazy laser fight that's outside, it's inside. Drax is running around, Jaws is running around, Bond is running around. Dr. Goodhead calls Drax a Nazi, basically, and he's like, "No, I'm going to improve on their plan." It's like, "Whoa, you're super Nazi, uber Nazi."
I mean, there are various people. It's not just white hair, blue eyes, but
that is true.
It's this vague kind of like subjective beauty standard is what he's kind of going after.
But that's a very Nazi thing too.
Yeah, well, sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing good about what he's doing.
I do think what is interesting about it is that it's going to become like this one like mix of all races eventually because of his.
That's going to probably lead to much better looking humans.
Yeah,
he's speeding up the melting pot.
Yeah. Maybe he's like speeding up evolution even.
Possibly. Oh shit! The X-Men. Yeah. They're the X-Men up there.
Oh yeah, they're gonna all come back down to Earth with power.
So Asteroid M. A bit of maybe a Thanos thing here, where you can be like, okay, maybe part of what he's saying is not bad.
I'm gonna side with Bond.
I'm joking.
Right. But honestly, what you made me think of is it's not necessarily like a master race per se, although that's what plays as a villain. It's more about just like supposedly the people who are the most genetically indisposed to disease or to deformity.
Purifying
or right. So it's more
just a bad word too.
Yeah, eugenics. Yeah. Which
is also a bad word
too. Yeah.
Yeah. All of this is Nazi shit.
It is.
But there is that part of like the Thanos thing where people would understand where he's coming from. So you can kind of understand where Drax is coming from.
We're going to start
even
scratch.
Though it's
bullshit. Let our planet breathe. Yeah. Well, we're gonna kill ourselves anyway. So planet will win. Yeah.
So eventually Drax gets tracked down to an airlock by Bond, and he says, "Allow me to introduce you to the airlock chamber. Observe, Mr. Bond, your route from this world to the next."
That's good stuff.
And
that's the first time when they're in the ship like before the space fight, and Bond is like, "Oh, so you're gonna kill all the ugly people?"
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
Jaws is like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking beat people up because I'm an ugly people."
Yeah, him and Dolly share some looks, and they look nervous about
I don't
this
know,
whole
man.
thing.
Dolly is fucking hot. Like, what are we
But
doing
she's
here?
also like
But she's-
5'3" or something. Yeah, she's
I
short of
think
stature.
she's even shorter than that. She's short of stature. She's got glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. She's supposed to be like this. I don't know what she's supposed to. I don't know who she's supposed to appeal to be honest. Like they've got all the booby cleavage thing going on, but then she's also kind of like infantilized.
She's got German beer maid looks to her.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that for sure. Yeah.
Bring me a boot.
But then also like the nerdy glasses, which is why maybe people associate the braces as well, is like the nerdy aspect. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, on the surface, it would seem like she would meet the master race, but no, she and Jaws, or at the very least, Jaws is going to get knocked out of an airlock.
She seems like a plant until like this moment too. Like she was, I don't know how to.
That's only the second time you see her is in this scene.
Yeah, it's
bizarre.
It's just weird.
It's so weird.
It's just weird. It feels like she was sent for Jaws, is what I'm trying to say.
You're right. Well, she was. She was sent to, like, literally
make him a good guy
to make him
right, but by somebody else for a reason.
Give him motivation.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then flash forward after the fight and everything, Bond does get Drax at an airlock.
He shoots him with the dart, and then he opens up the airlock. Right before that, Drax does say, "At least I get the pleasure of putting you out of my misery, Mr. Bond."
That's a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, he shoots him with the dart. He sends him out the airlock.
He had to fly.
He had to fly. Yeah.
But
the whole place is so
eloquent.
Me. Okay.
Yeah. Dr. Goodhead's like, all right, whatever. We gotta go.
Moving on.
Yeah, we got to get in.
We gotta beat cheeks.
we got to pound some space, and we're gonna pound some space too. By the way.
Ooh.
They're going to beat cheeks zero gravity style. Anyway, so they get in a space shuttle, but their Moonraker, their fucking lock thing is broken. So they can't detach from the space station. And they see Jaws and Dolly, and it's like, well, those fuckers are going to die anyway. Hey, can you help us and disengage the thing? And Jaws like, okay, I got it. And he separates them. And then smash cut to Jaws and Dolly found the escape pod, and it's like a little space clam.
They weren't in an escape pod. They were just in a part of the ship that broke off.
Oh, okay. Well, Holly's like, they'll be fine. It's like, don't worry about it.
Bond says, don't worry about them. They'll be fine. But yes, I'm with you. They do float off after helping them, and they get picked up. It's
by the Marines.
Mentioned that they get picked up by the Marines. Yeah.
And that's probably not going to end well for Jaws.
He's a good guy now. He's a good guy.
Oh, okay. Bond made another phone call. It's like, hey, I just called you up for some laser fights. That guy's cool now.
Well, they did say that it was M or someone at the end says that a very tall man with metal teeth and a very short woman were rescued or whatever. Yeah,
by the Marines.
Yeah.
Bond called in a favor, and it's like, he's cool. Don't prosecute for all his many deaths. Anyway, so they eventually shoot off, but the little glass balls with the orchid dust has been shot out.
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
And Bond has to play a video game.
Yeah,
and like he has to shoot the laser because all shuttles come with lasers. Did you know that?
No, only Drax's does. That's why they take Moonraker number 5.
Right, he had to have a shuttle with a laser. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that is right. But because of this movie, all real space shuttles
now
got equipped. Yes. Anyway, so Bond shoots but then they start skipping off of the atmosphere, and it's like, oh, I got to do this manually. It's like, hold her steady as we skip off the fucking atmosphere, which is a lot harder than you expect. I mean,
I've never done it.
Well, it's very hard. It's very hard. You don't want to be skipping across that on your ass. Anyway, he shoots, and he finally blows them all up, and it's like, all right, cool. Meanwhile, back on Earth, M's like, hey, everybody, let's go talk to James and tell him thanks.
Q's best line in the history.
Oh my
Q,
God.
right?
Oh,
Yes.
it is
Yes.
so good. Yeah.
So they turn on the camera to see Bond and Holly like fucking under space blankets, silver space blankets. Oh God, I love it. Space blankets. Anyway, she's like, take me around the world one more time. And then some Bond's like, I don't know about around. I'm going up in it. That's his line exactly.
He's going to make her ears pop.
He's gonna make those ears pop hard. Anyway, and like M's like, what is he doing? And Q's like, I think he's attempting re-entry. Cue the music.
like
James Bond will return in For Your Eyes Only.
Cue the music.
Oh man.
They were trying to end this franchise with this movie.
No, they were saying to the fucking moon.
Made all the money.
To the fucking moon is what they did. I love this movie. It is. I mean, this is quintessential Roger Moore James Bond. Like I said at the top of the episode, this is what you are envisioning when you think of.
It's better than half his movies and worse than the other half of his movies.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Roger Moore films. Yeah.
Well, I think of all the Bond films, I think it's better.
But yes,
than
even in the
and,
Roger Moore canon, like,
oh yeah,
there's definitely better ones. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, we talked about his best one, The Spy Who Loved Me. The one after this is really, really good. For Your Eyes Only.
Die. Oh yeah,
Live and Let Die was his first. So yeah, I mean,
that's the Voodoo one, right?
Voodoo. Yeah, that's his first. Yeah.
I like that one.
Now,
Me
to be honest, though, this was the fifth concept movie because they were originally planning for Your Eyes Only, and then they had to change gears. So, so like this would have. I mean, like even though this is right in the middle, the one that follows it is more like The Spy Who Loved Me than this one. But
that's a much better movie. The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Spy Who Loved Me is one of the best Bond movies.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like this is really only the second truly Roger Moore Bond movie because the first two, Live and Let Die and The Man with the Golden Gun, weren't really written with him in mind.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, that it was kind of written nebulously because they didn't know if they could get Sean Connery back. They didn't know if they were going to have somebody else. And so, yeah, I mean, but it is most definitely a Roger Moore movie. And I love it. I don't care that it's silly and stupid.
It's fun as shit.
It's fun as shit. Exactly. That's
my review of this movie. It's
4 stars.
It's fun and shit.
Geoff Bob says check it out.
Yeah, it's fun as shit or it's fun and shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's all good. And so
and bad.
And bad. But you guys wanted schlock, and I was like, you know what?
Mr. Good.
Look, you tacked this schlock on, bro, but
schlock.
I enjoyed it.
It's very
enjoyed it.
It's schlock. It's the schlockiest of the Bond films.
Yeah.
Really. But I had to drop the hammer and say, here we go. Schlock
Good
time.
job. Good job.
Next week.
Ooh.
Let's talk a little rock and roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's turn this podcast up to 11.
This one goes to 11.
Yeah.
Funny that we are covering this movie because not only did it just have a 41st anniversary re-release,
yes,
a sequel is coming.
Yes, that's why I picked it.
And what is that movie?
That's funny.
Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean that episode can't get any more black.
No. No.
I haven't seen this movie since it came out, even though I wasn't alive when it came out. But it's been like early 90s.
This movie,
and I loved it.
It's so influential.
I haven't watched it since.
In many different ways.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I know, like, my Marshall. Okay, so I'll talk about this next week. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
All right.
Nice little
So
tease.
September 10th. Almost never forget. This is Spinal Tap.
Almost remember.
Almost remember. This is Spinal Tap.
This September goes to 11.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, yes. So September 10th, go over to filmseizure.com. That's where you can find all the places you can follow us on social media. You can get more episodes where we say stupid shit like that.
Every episode.
Yes, all of them. They all go to 11.
Those big ones.
Yeah. And that's, you can find all the places you can follow us on social media and subscribe to us on all the different podcast channels where fine podcasts are there for you to listen to. Also on filmseizure.com, this upcoming Monday, September 8th, new episode of Monster Mondays, Event Horizon. I'm going to space again, everybody.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Moonraker wasn't enough. It was time for Event Horizon and eyeless Sam Neill's. So that is, so that will be September 8th. All those same places, filmseizure.com, the key one. This upcoming Friday at my website, bmovieanima.com, I have a review of The Toxic Avenger Part 2.
Nice. I like that.
So, go over there and check that out. All right, guys, we did it. Let's get back to Earth. Let's plant our feet firmly on the ground. And, let's do that. So until next week, I am Geoff Arbuckle.
I'm Chuck Moore.
I am Jason Oliver, and you have been listening to Film Seizure.